How y'all doing? Whew. Buddy Isaac's here. Man, what a day. It's sure been a pretty good day. I can't complain at all. Besides that mosquito that's flying around my face. Oh man. Got my yard all mowed. I've mowed everything this evening. Got my field mowed. Got my garden, my onions weeded out, and my sunflowers weeded out. And I think I'm in pretty good shape. Just kind of sitting there watching the butterflies and the clouds roll in. Like it's supposed to rain here directly. And oh man, I don't even know what time it is. According to the sun, it looks to be about 6. I've probably already missed the fastest 2 minutes in sports. I kind of forgot about it, but that's okay, you know. And a lot of people goes and watches a horse race. I done something a little bit more exciting today. So I was sitting at work the other day. I'll tell you all about it. I was sitting at work the other day and I got a message on my phone. And well, actually it was a notification. I get this notification, I look at it. Said my wife had posted something. And I said, well, I wonder what she posted. I better check it out. Might be a contest, because she's the luckiest person. Every time she enters a contest, I mean, not every time, but most of the time she enters a contest, she'll win something. Okay. And so she's lucky like that. But anyway, I opened it up and I looked at it, and it said that there was going to be a Bigfoot seminar coming to the library. And I was like, when is that? Well, it just happened to be Saturday, May the 6th. Today is Saturday, May the 6th. So anyway, needless to say, I was on the floor this morning right as the sun was coming up. Conference at the seminar didn't start till 10 o'clock. But I was already ready to go by 8:30. So we jumped in the car, me and my daughter, and we run down there, and we walk in, we around, look in the library a little bit, check things out. This guy comes in the door, and I recognized him because he'd been on the History Channel and Animal Planet and BBC and all that stuff. You know, he's been on TV quite a bit and wrote a book. And but that's a funny story about that here in a minute. As soon as he come in, I recognized him. I said, how you doing? You know, he walked on in. He said, well, let me get set up. He said, we'll holler at y'all. They had 15, 20 minutes, you know, we went in. And he had a table set up with these big old casts on it, that over half of them that they'd got in the state of Kentucky. Now, some of these casts, I'm telling y'all, I'm talking about this long, okay? I'm talking about like a size 27 shoe. I don't know that for sure, but I didn't measure it. But now, some of these footprints was huge, some of these casts. And I was amazed by it. And, you know, of course, I wore my hat. And I got talking to him there, and anyway, we got set through the seminar, and he told some stuff that, listen, we have got to do some of these experiments on video, okay? And we are going to start it really soon, because some of the stuff that he said, listen, if there is a Sasquatch around, there is no way that it's going to be able to deny this, okay? It can't resist this. But he told us some things to do and things to try and things to watch for and all kinds. I mean, listen, I'm at a loss for words. It was so good. But anyway, at the end of it, lasts about an hour and 15 minutes or so. Anyway, at the end of it, he started wrapping everything up. He said, I got some merchandise and some stuff laying over here on the table. Yeah, I'm going to come by and maybe buy something, whatever. And I said, well, you know, look, it's going to a good cause, okay? Sasquatch research. Of course I'm going to buy something. And so anyway, I go over there and I pick the book. Okay. Oh, there it is. Now, the guy's name is Charles R. Raymond, I think it is. And the book's called Bluegrass Bigfoot. There's the rest of it. And he had these books down there for sale, and I told him. I said, listen, only way I'm going to buy this book is for you to sign it. He said, you got a pen? And I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something even better than that. You sign it and get a picture with me. He said, no problem. Anyway, look at that. He signed it. And I got a picture with him. You know, that's only the second person that I have ever actually met up close and personal. That's actually had his own TV show or been on TV. The other person was Kentucky Joe. He played this game called Survivor, I think it was. And got to meet him one time. Got an autographed picture for my wife. He was a big fan. But anyway, that's another story. But anyway, we done all that. Seminar was over and everything, and he said, at the end of it, he said, "Who has seen a Sasquatch?" 3 people raised their hands, including me. So he asked this person, then he asked this person, then he got to me. Of course, I told him, I said, I can't be 100% sure that that's what I saw, but I saw something. And I've told several of y'all people, I mean, if y'all watch these videos, you've heard me talk about it, what I seen. And anyway, he was pretty interested, seemed like. Well, after the show was over, we started buying our stuff, and we started walking out, and he hollered at that guy going out the door, and he said, "Hey, man," he said, "hold up a minute." He said, "I want you, if you don't mind." He looked, pointed at the girl, and he said, "I want you," and then you pointed at me. He said, "If it'd be okay, I'd like to interview y'all before y'all leave." He said, "Just give me about 10 minutes, I'll be out. Picnic table right out there. We'll go sit down, we'll talk." And he said, "I'll get an interview, and we'll go from there." He said, "I'll probably put it on my YouTube channel, and that way y'all can share y'all's story." So, hey, listen, I was tickled to death. And I said, "Well, yeah, unless, I've got a YouTube channel. Of course, I'm on it right now. But I don't think I have ever been this nervous in my life." And that's what I told him. I said, "Man, I got my own YouTube channel. I got 200 something videos on there, and I am a nervous wreck." He said, "Well, that's a good thing." I said, "Well, how's that good?" He said, "Because if you're that nervous," he said, "if you wasn't nervous, then that would tell me that you're probably sitting there just telling me a lie. But if you're nervous about telling it, there's probably some truth to it. I seen something. I can't say it was a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch, but I saw something." The other 2 people that done their interviews, because I asked them before they sit there, because they sit through mine, and before, after I got done, he said, "I want to say I appreciate it." And he said, "I'm going to do these other 2 videos. And I said, "Is it okay if I sit through theirs?" "Absolutely." So I sat through theirs, and they was kind of similar but different. And they was, man, just, I can't tell you what it means to sit and hear people's stories like that. I met a guy that had come down from Indiana, and he come through, and he stood up there at the dollar store, and he told me his story one time. Let me tell you something. It made my day. Okay, I had chill bumps as he was telling it. Oh, I love hearing stuff like that. And that's why I like doing this kind of stuff. And I got to start doing it a lot more. Because I love meeting people, different people, getting out and hearing their stories and stuff like that. Listen, I was so excited. And then after he done everybody's interview, listen, we sat down there and talked to this guy at the picnic table another hour and a half. He was so cool. He was so down to earth. I mean, you'd think somebody on these that's got their own TV shows and stuff like this, it's on TV, that they'd sit down there with you and they'd, "Okay, let me do this interview. Okay, we're done. I'm out." Not this guy. No, he sat there and talked just like we are. He treated us just like we was everybody else. No, I'm better than you. No this, no that. I mean, it was just an awesome day. Oh, can't tell you. But anyway, he told us some things that we need to try to draw out some more sightings or some sounds or some tree knocks and stuff like that, and we're gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna do this. At first, I said, "Well, I'm kind of done with the woods for this summer." Not now. No, now we're just getting started. And as far as the UAPs and UFOs and stuff like that, we'll still look out for them. And but no, I think Sasquatch needs to be our #1 priority. And then our different events and different crazy stuff that we go out and try, like poking a pencil through a balloon and stuff like that. Yeah, we still gonna do that stuff. But now, listen, I'm fascinated with the Sasquatch stuff. I love hearing the stories, and the stories I heard today just made my hair stand up. I mean, so excited. And my wife and my daughter, they seen something right there. Right there. And they told me about it 2 or 3 times, but I was neglected a piece of information that they shared with me today that they had never told me before. And it got my attention. I'll say that. I'll tell you all about it later on. But yeah, this is my wife. She feeds the squirrels. Not squirrels. She feeds the birds every day. Right out here, and she comes down here and she feeds them. And she'll sit there and she'll watch the birds eat. It's cool. She loves her animals. But we just noticed recently that there's a squirrel that comes every day and it eats with them birds. I just now watched it. It went down the little pole thing and then it went back under the bush. It's amazing. I love nature. It don't get no better than this. But y'all keep an eye to the sky and eye to the woods. And I'll see you next time. And we'll start doing some of these experiments and we'll see if we can't get some attention. And maybe I'll share some of the things that he shared with us with you. So y'all can figure out how you need to go about doing this to draw out the Sasquatch. It's Buddy Isaacs, and I'm out.